Hi, this is Simon, and I hope you're doing well. And today I just needed to do this video to answer one of the common questions that many parents have reached out to me and asking me about one particular kind of style of parenting. And I just thought I would do this video to explain something about a style of parenting. We are living in a kind of a generation where parenting style needs to be checked. That you as a parent, you need to know what kind of style you're using, especially when you're dealing with teenagers. Now, there are quite so many styles of parenting that we have, and I'm not saying that you need to stick to only one kind of or one style of parenting. Not really. You can actually embrace quite a number of them and see which one works for you at what particular stage of a child, at what particular situation can I apply what kind or what style of parenting to my child or to my teenager. And one of the things that the question that I want to answer is helicopter parenting. Many parents have reached out asking me, so what is this kind or what is this style of parenting? And I want to know, am I doing it? Am I practicing it or no? Now, the helicopter kind of parenting is a style of parenting where parents basically hovers around their children. You hover around the child, you hover around the teenager all the time. Your presence is so much evidence, is so sounded around your child. And basically, sometimes parents do this unconsciously, not knowing that you're actually suffocating your child with your presence. Now, when the child is still a toddler, it's understandable. It's understandable that you can actually hover around your child when they're still toddlers. But when a child gets into the teens, now you need to realize that your child needs some kind of space and autonomy. Autonomy to make their own decisions, autonomy even to get out of the house and do his or her own errands without you and without your instructions. That's what teenagers seek for. And when you suffocate a teenager with your presence and you want to dictate most of the things and you want to be there present all the time, you're going to realize that you are going to continue fighting and fighting with that child. Hovering around a child like an helicopter. You see, like how a helicopter hovers around a house, a crime scene, a criminal. Basically, that's the kind of parenting we're talking about, that you hover around a child all the time. All the time. You want to be in every nitty-gritty part of a teenager or of your child. Now, that style of parenting has its own advantages, but so many advantages comes in as well, especially when you're dealing with the teenager. Why? Because a teenager wants a space and you are intruding in his space or her space. So you need to know that I need to back off. And there are things that a teenager is going to do, basically to tell you, please back off. Back off. I need my space. That's why in their room, especially the boys, they can lock the room and then they can write. Some of them write right at the door, knock before you enter. Or some of them even write and say out of bounds. Why? They don't want you inside there. Now, when you bump into such a room, you're intruding. You are intruder into their space. And so you need to know when to draw the boundary, whether to reach your teenager. And you see, just like you, There are things that you don't want people in their space, you as an adult. Now, a teenager is an adult already, is an adult, a young adult, someone that is growing into her or his own life. And so you need to know that you're dealing with an adult now. A young adult that wants to make her own choices, his own choices, and does not want intruders. Now, how do you handle a teenager that does not want you into their space? Is basically create an environment that fosters open communication. And I tell parents that open communication is very, very key in parenting. When you ignore open communication, when you ignore dialogue, when you ignore these moments where basically you connect with them, basically a teenager requires connection. Your connection is important. So you need to create activities, create situations, create an environment that allows you to connect with them. Connect with them as a parent, connect with them as a friend, connect with them as a fellow adult. That's what they want. They need you to ask for their opinion. So what is your opinion about this? What do you think about this? That's how you can be able to handle a teenager. I need to, okay, we're about to do this. What do you think about it? Okay, there is this that we thought would actually work out. What do you think? Okay, there is this school that your dad and I was talking about. We thought you would relocate. What do you think about this school? And they will give you their opinion. And when you see that their opinion is a strong no, you need to go slow and now get into negotiation. Negotiate. That's their language. You need to negotiate because you're dealing with an adult. And so we are talking about negotiation. We are talking about connection. We are talking about open communication. We are talking about dialogue, conversation. That is the language of a teenager. But of course, I'm not saying that all the time they need to do this. There are moments where you actually have to, dictate. There are also those moments, especially moments where they are now breaking the rules, maybe going against the family values, where now you need to discipline them. And that's again another thing about disciplining a teenager. We're going to go to that. Maybe I will do another video on how to discipline a teenager, because again, that's where we are finding issues. How do you discipline a teenager? So basically, I needed to clear this out for many people that are asking questions. And so you need to know whether you're doing the helicopter kind of parenting, if you're suffocating your child, if you're suffocating your teenager with your presence, with your decisions, with your opinions, with your what. You need to know your presence. Is it becoming too much? And if it's becoming too much, then you need to know, when do you tone down on this? And it is very easy for you to tone down on some of the things. Only you need to understand the kind of person that you're interacting with. It will help you so much. Thank you very much. I wish you a blessed day. Please do it right. Good day.